Hey guys, so this video is going to be rather quicker than the other ones. I want to just touch base on today's protest. So today we were in downtown Huntington Beach, and there was a protest for the about the stay-in order for California, and people did not want to stay in at all. People were getting fed up with it, and people are getting really restless in their homes, and people are sick of hearing the numbers. The numbers with the coronavirus, we're being told that it gets a crazy epidemic. It's really, really nuts. Yep, more people have died from the flu this season than have died from coronavirus. And I'm not saying coronavirus is not real. I'm not saying we should discredit it. And I will say the reason why we should take it more serious than the flu is because of the fact that the flu has vaccines and coronavirus doesn't. So, mind you, I think that we should be doing things in order to implement different and safer tactics for our loved ones. We should always keep them in mind with everything that we do, and we should always make sure that we are trying our best to make sure that they live happy and that they live and that they don't die. So I think that's very important to do. But what I will also say is that the protest today was misconstrued. Everybody has their opinion about what we were protesting. I know the green screen's fucked up. I'm in my bedroom right now. I'm not even like in my studio, nothing. So it's gonna be a fucked up screen. But I wanted to talk about this video because it's very important. So everybody thinks something different about the protests in HB. Half of you guys are saying that the protests were was like not executed correctly. People like Brian Burley, which I supported, he said something like he didn't like it because people were still staying so close to each other. And then I saw some of the other patriots like complaining that people were not social distancing and that they're going to be spreading the coronavirus. Some other people even said some mean and vindictive comments as to where they were saying, I hope all these people catch the coronavirus. I was like, so let's go into why we actually had this protest. Now, I'm not going to be able to speak for the people who threw the protest. I'm going to be able to speak for me and my experience and why I went and what I supported about the protest. Now, the clear message I saw was that we wanted to send a message to the government that you cannot control us. And that message can be conveyed in this protest today. I thought it was beautifully executed, and I think that we were not there to cause trouble. Sorry. I can tell you guys we were not there to cause trouble, and nobody got arrested. There was no drama, nowhere. So I can let you know, and I can assure you, please know that the reason we had this protest was in order to show the government that we still will take a stand when we need to. This is not a police state. This is not a police country, and we are not going to be ran by our government. Now, the whole entire coronavirus thing, I took a mask with me. Now, there were some of the patriots there that were just totally against masks, and I want to also convey to them something. The coronavirus affects elderly people and people with immunodeficiency disorders. Okay, that could be anywhere from HIV to diabetes to different illnesses that have to do with the respiratory tract. It could have to do with a lot of different situations. We're not too sure about all of the illnesses that it can affect, but we do know it can affect elderly and people with compromised immune systems the most. That being said, when you see somebody there that's protesting next to you, like me, and we're wearing a mask still, not only did I decorate the mask, I knew you guys would give me shit, so I still decorated it with Trump, but also I want you guys to know that not all of us are among people that are just completely healthy and young. Some of us are among people with compromised immune systems like I am. And so I want you guys to know I still will take a stand and do the things I need to do in order to protect the ones I love. And I think that my whole point of protesting today was to show that I'm okay with taking advice from doctors. I'm okay with taking advice from even a doctor assigned by a politician to address the nation. I'm down to take advice. But I also will remind you, I'm American. You don't tell me what to do. You don't tell Americans where we can go, where we can't go, what we can do, who we can buy from, who we can shop to. You don't tell Americans what the fuck to do. And I'm going to tell you something. You, as the government, when you guys are making us do things and telling us we're going to get fines if we don't comply, we are going to act out. We are going to do different things. And you are going to cause people to not want to save grandma or save your friends with a compromised immune system. This is going to be your fault because now you're causing an uprising. As you guys can see, from Michigan to California to all across the country today, people marched against the stay-in orders. Now, they want their jobs back. And we'll get into that one in a second, but I do want you guys to know that we did not march hypocritically. We did not march to say it was a hoax. That was a funny sign that one patriot had. We did not march to wear masks and to say, don't wear masks. No, everybody's saying we're so hypocritical because of the way it looked on TV. When did you guys on the right start listening to the media? First of all. Second of all, Hunty, know this. We went there to send a message. We didn't go there to protest like the left does. We didn't go there to change the world. We didn't go there to break through windows at fucking Bank of America. We went there to show them that we are here and we are listening to what you are telling us we should do. So there's no need to be throwing on us things like fines and jail time. This is stupid. And that's what today's protest was about. So although it's been misconstrued into so many different ways, I want you guys to know it was nothing more than that. And I did wear my mask because, again, you don't know my personal life or my family life. And I do have somebody in my life with a compromised immune system, so I make sure I protect them. That's what we need to do. And we just need to remember, when it comes to being American, the best part about being American is that nobody can tell you what to do. That's the best part, to me at least. The best part about being American. And from cake stores being able to deny service to whoever the hell they want, to gay clubs that can deny service to whoever the hell they want. I think it's a beautiful place when we can all coexist and still have our businesses filled up with the kind of people we want to fill them with. I think that it's very important to live in a free society. And when you have a government coming in and taking control the way they are over a sickness, telling you to wash your hands and to wear masks, and if you go outside without a mask, you can be fined. This is where we draw a line, people. It's okay that you still wear the mask. I'm not saying don't wear the mask. I'm not saying don't care about the elderly people or don't care about the coronavirus. I'm not saying that. But what I will say is care about the fact that the government's trying to take control of you right now. That's all I'm asking. Okay? So I had to go on and address this because everybody right now is going crazy online right now. They're going nuts online. But do you know who had our backs? Donald J. Trump. Listen to this clip where he totally had our backs, which is really cool to hear. Watch.
Other states that are saying that they are refusing to comply with. What's your message to the protesters we're seeing? We saw a lot in Michigan, but in other states that are saying that they are refusing to comply with the stay-at-home orders issued by governors and local officials. I mean, isn't it important for everybody to go along with this as we go through these phases?
Well, they've been going through it a long time, John, and it's been a tough process for people. You know, I told you there's death and there's problems in staying at home too. It's not just, isn't it wonderful to stay at home? They're suffering. This country wasn't built on that principle. It was built on an exact opposite principle, actually. And I watched in one particular state where they want to get back. They want to get back. They were very strict sanctions that were put on people. That was probably the most strict of all. But I just think the American people have been incredible.
Notice what the reporter did there.
Now, this is from Dan Bongino. If you guys listen to Dan Bongino, he's really, really awesome. I love listening to him. He actually has so much insight and so much common sense. And I love him because he speaks about politics like I do. And anyway, so let's get back to what Trump said. Trump literally had our backs. And I wonder what state he's talking about when he said he watched them. I hope it was California because, bitch, we killed it out there. And anybody who didn't know what it was about, of course, maybe they were jumbled. Maybe they thought that it was something that it wasn't. Or maybe people thought the coronavirus was a hoax. Maybe people thought that we were being contradictory because we were saying, don't wear masks. Yet you saw some of us wearing masks. No, I think that American people are, we're resilient. I think the American people are very smart. I think the American people can handle a lot. I think that we've been through a lot as a nation. And I do believe that when a doctor gets on the screen and tells us, with sitting next to the president, that we should take these measures, I think that we are responsible enough to take these measures. We will find out who loves grandma and who doesn't love their grandma because we'll know who takes their measures. Because I do believe, though, it should always be a choice. You should never force people to do these things. Mind you, I don't want grandma to die either. But, bitch, if you care about her, then wear your mask and wash your hands and don't go near her right now until we have a vaccine. It's common sense. But the government coming into your home and telling you that they are going to make sure you do this, otherwise they will fine you or put you in jail. That's where we must draw a line. Last time this happened, it was in 1776, and you know how that turned out. And I'm proud to say I was out there protesting today with the patriots of America, not with the Republicans, not with the Republicans, not with the Democrats, not with Antifa, but I was out there with the fucking patriots of America, people who recognized that they were taking too much control over us. And that's why we marched. We don't give a damn about the actual statistical numbers when it comes to coronavirus, because we all know how low those numbers are. We can argue about that subject all day long, but it wasn't more about the coronavirus as much as it was about taking back the control that the government has been trying to boast upon us. That is the problem. And that's why we were out there today. So before you guys want to make it about our face masks, before you guys want to watch NBC and all of a sudden believe the media when you never did before, sit down and really think about why we were there. It has nothing to do with this one particular situation. It has to do with the government trying to take control in any way they can, whether it be from the border, whether it be coronavirus, whether it be, remember Obama when he needed his votes, he all of a sudden supported gay marriage, and we also got Ebola. Don't forget these things. This happens every election year, and you guys need to know it's about control. We have a president, though, for once, that is sticking up for the people who are marching against his own government. I love that. Trump straight up said, well, they've been sitting in their homes for a long time. What do you expect? What do you expect? And I love Trump for that. It made me feel so good to see. And I think that you guys should all appreciate him a little bit more. And if you want to be a person who wants to talk crap about the protests because you think that it's like they're not social distancing, they're standing too close, honey, you take care of your own grandma and we'll take care of ours, okay? For all you know, some of us aren't even around old people, or some of us don't even go near anybody with a compromised immune system, or don't even rub elbows with somebody like that to begin with. So you don't know our life story. You don't know you don't know who we are. So before you want to go and judge, take care of your own grandma. Don't worry about mine, okay? That which makes me think like, are you guilty of something? Like what? Do you have like guilt about what you did to your grandma or something? Like why are you mad that we're social like hugging and stuff? I'll tell you though, it felt good. It felt good for the first time in weeks to be able to hug somebody and stand next to them. And I never realized that I was being deprived of that because I was like, like whatever. These are kind of strangers, but they're nice friends and they're becoming close friends to me. But when you go to these rallies and you see all the same faces, it's nice to get a hug. And I don't realize how important that interaction is. I didn't realize it until today when we got to do it for the first time in weeks. I was like, whoa, I forgot what a hug felt like. And so anybody who's watching these news stations and anybody who wants to hate on us, which everybody is right now, that's cute. I'm going to tell you, I don't regret a damn thing I did today. And I am so proud to say I was there with the people I was there with. And again, before you want to think it's about the coronavirus, remember, this is about the government taking control. Whether it be about the coronavirus, Epstein, it could be about anything. We would have still protested because the government should not be telling you what you can and can't do. Government needs to stay out of our wallets, stay out of our families, stay out of our homes, and pave our roads, protect the border, and arrest criminals. That's your job. Don't got to be telling me what I have to wear in my home. If it's a mask or a fucking hat or whatever. It's none of your goddamn business what I do. I'm American. If I want to put my family at risk, that's my choice. If my family doesn't want to be at risk, they shouldn't be around me at the time. Damn. And it just shows you that people who think that we should comply with the government's orders makes me think, do you think that we're not smart enough or mature enough to handle things? Do you think that we need the government to coddle us? Because I personally am offended by that. Americans we've come a long way. Yes, we have pockets of stupidity. It's called the left. But other than that, we have come a long way. We are not racist anymore. We don't have we don't have civil rights riots. We don't have gay rights riots. We don't have women's rights riots anymore. We are equalized. We are one nation now. We can stop and smell the roses for a minute. Pat yourself on the back. And remember the pockets of hate we will get to. We will get to. But slow the fuck down. Enjoy life for a second and realize America's come a long way. And it's because of you and me. We are strong, resilient, and no government needs to tell us what we need to do. Okay? That's the whole point of today's protest. We don't need the government to be our parents. We are grown as adults and we can handle it ourselves. That's the whole point of today's protest. So that's at least what I know. I'm not going to say I feel like it's that. I know it's that. And I know that's why I went. So wherever they want to talk about the protest, they're trying to twist it in so many ways. Like, it's just stupid. Just know the facts and know that's why we were there. We don't need the government to control us. I think I'm responsible enough to not sneeze on somebody. I think I'm responsible enough to wash my hands after I use the bathroom. I hope you're that responsible too. And if you are, well, look, you're already wanting up. You're already wanting up them. You don't need to listen to them. You don't have to get fined for this. Just be more conscientious about your fucking sneeze, okay? Anyways, guys, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. It's late at night. I don't want to talk anymore. This is just stupid. I'm so sick of going on Facebook and seeing everybody talk about this fucking issue as if we went there for other intentions. We didn't go there to practice coronavirus. We didn't go there to like fight for corona. It has nothing to do with coronavirus as much as it had to do with the government control. Okay? Okay. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. And like I said, every video, I'll see you in the next one. Get it straight, guys. Come on. Seeing people on the right talk crap is like, ugh, shut up.